best way to find multifamily deals. Let's clarify a little bit. You talking about small multifamily or large?
Either or, like,
Okay.
could be both, like, of course for both, because you guys focus on different sizes.
Okay.
So,
Right.
No, I think there's different strategies that, I mean, so yeah, maybe you want to take this one first.
Yeah, sure. So that's a very good question. Where do I find the deals? I would say, like, if I was gonna give it any secret sauce to me finding deals, would be just that I don't give up on any lead. I will follow up on the guy who maybe heard that his cousin has a little multifamily unit. You would be surprised. I have bought from those folks. Daisy chainers and wholesalers have sometimes a really bad rep. I buy from those people. I buy from the guy that's too loud and he's out there a lot. I'll buy from them. And so because I'm out there so much, and because I tell everybody that I meet that I buy apartment complexes, then and I'm willing to share in any fees or any finder's fees and stuff like that. Then obviously you can you can better get deals directly to you. And that's literally the way I get deals right now. Is yes, through our own marketing, but through referrals. We get an awful lot of referrals, and so yeah.
Yeah, and I would say we always look for that too, right, if we can. But for the most part, we're probably doing it through brokers, which is essentially a real estate agent. I don't know why, for some reason in commercial they're all called brokers, even though they're all agents. That's just typically 90% of the deals, call it 100, 150 units and above, are going through that kind of process. Right, so they'll either off-market a deal, right, where they're not email blasting it out to their whole entire list, but they'll call 10 or 20 groups that they know might be active in that market, and they'll actively solicit a bid. Or the seller will say, no, I want you to blast it to your whole list, and then we can kind of go through that process, and that's where you kind of get into this feeding frenzy where everybody's chopping their legs off to win the deal. That's not as much the case now because we've thinned the herd over the summer, but that's typically on the larger properties. Again, 90% of the deals are getting done that way. But what's been great about buying from some of these bigger groups is it's opened up that dialogue directly with some other buyers and sellers, right? So we'll take them out to dinner. We'll say, hey, what else are you working on? What else? And they're trying to actively buy something from us, and we're trying to actively buy. So that also happens too, right? Just through the sale process. And I thought that was an interesting thing this last couple of years that me and Ferris started kind of really taking seriously. Is like, hey, let's have a dinner with
whining and dining.
Yeah, the whining and dining. Not much of the broker. Yeah, I mean, they should be whining and dining us. We just pay their fee for the most part. But it's mainly the sellers. They're selling to us. Let's take them out to dinner and see what other project they have that they might want to be offloading too.
So they both said networking.
Yeah.
It's networking.
It's relationships again. It all boils down to relationships. And I'll tell you, the brokers really, they sell to who they like, know, and trust. And right now, I mean, they're being extremely picky because the market is somewhat shifted. So they're only going to the people that they know or they think can close the deal too, right? So, it's kind of challenging to get in right now if you're new to it, trying to buy some of this bigger stuff because they're afraid that you just might not be able to close.
Yeah, surety of close is huge, and Boris could probably attest that wholesalers are the same way. They got a deal, like wholesalers, they don't make anything unless they can find a buyer. And when that buyer backs out, man, they're faced with some awkward conversations unless they can get it moved. And if you can be that person that they know you'll close, probably going to give you a better deal.
Yeah, I would say, look, one that may not have, a style that may not get talked about enough is MLS, HAR, or any other city's multiple listing service. I have made a lot of offers based on intelligence, right? I don't just lowball people. Look at a property that's been on there for 70 days or whatever. I will actually tell them, look, this is why you haven't seen any traction, and so because of this, I'll draw out the pro forma and I'll draw out the NOI and why they should be worth less than what it is, and I'll go and make that offer. Is that a lot of people just don't make offers because they see the property as too expensive. You will never know. A seller might be in dire straits and will take it right away just because you were the first one to offer it. And so yeah, just making offers in the MLS is great, and it's a great practice for growing bigger and everything like that. You're gonna talk to a lot of brokers, and that's okay. You want to get that fame that you buy apartment complexes or commercial property, right? So that when you get to Ben's level, everybody kind of knows yours.
Yeah, that's true, absolutely.